Hello, everyone, and welcome to Yoga with Adriene Live Remix. Hopefully with a little audio this time. Did I say that this live practice for International Yoga Day benefiting St. Jude started at 11 a.m. Central? Because I meant 11:45 a.m. Central. So we're actually running a couple minutes early now. My sincere apologies for the delay, even though we tested everything yesterday and this morning because we are go-getters. The audio was not working on that last stream. So here we are in a new broadcast. Whoever is here, I am looking into your heart and soul and saying thank you for sticking around. And if you're watching this after the live stream because you had to leave but you came back to it, thank you for coming back. That's really what we're kind of celebrating here today, this beautiful willingness to keep showing up, to keep coming back, to be patient with whatever's going on any given day. And we know the tools of yoga are incredible for guiding us through that process. So thank you again for your patience. And I think we should get started. So Benji's napping away, and I think it's really funny because 45 minutes ago when we started, I was kind of really in a different mindset and energy, and now I feel just in a good way, like really woken up, and I kind of just want to laugh and cry and name it, point to like the power of just being present and how cool it is when we can do that with one another. The subtext is I could have had a meltdown there. I could have been shut out, really sad, but I'm not. Reading all of your comments and seeing your reaction and your response to the technical difficulties and really receiving your wisdom. That's one of the cool things I love about this community is really do show up for one another. And you guys are so wise and so loving and so smart. So let's celebrate that today together. We're going to just take a second here to wherever you are, just kind of drop your shoulders and take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And if you don't have the full hour to practice anymore due to the technical difficulties, no worries. Just make sure you come out of your practice soft and easy, give thanks, and you can always come back to this practice as we will be saving it on the channel after today. All right. It's World Yoga Day, and we are really lucky to have a place in which we can come together to celebrate our practice. One of the things I love about Yoga with Adriene is you're never alone. You can log on at any moment for a connect, for opportunity to breathe with more awareness and always be practicing with someone. And it's really inspiring for me to see how many of you keep coming back to the mat and how we take what we learn on the mat or our experience on the mat off the mat and allow it to inspire the way we live and our daily contemplations. So thank you so much again for being here. We're going to begin on our backs. That was always planned, but I think we really need that now. So come on down to the ground. Benji's already there. Benji, my boy, are you the one? You're the one. Okay. Come on down to the ground. It's also the solstice. So happy solstice to you. Happy World Yoga Day. This practice is going to explore and hopefully magnify principles of unity. This idea of union, feeling whole and centered. When you're ready, bring your left hand to your heart space and your right hand gently to your low belly. Trust yourself. Trust this moment, this practice, this opportunity. And thank you in advance for lending me your trust. If you feel comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes here. Soften through the skin of the face. Relax your jaw. Feel the warmth of your hands on these two deep listening points, the heart space, the heart center, and your belly, your guts. And I'm just having another human moment here, laughing about how we got started, but it's such a great reminder that it can always begin. It can always begin again. Begin to notice your breath. Feeling the gentle rise and fall as you breathe in and out. We'll take one more moment here to just rest in the beginning, whatever that means to you. Relaxing the shoulders and feeling the support of the earth, the support of your yoga mat. As it rises up to meet your back body. Inhale in deeply, lots of love in. And exhale, lots of love out. Beautiful. Then nice and easy, we're just going to take our hands and rest them gently at our sides. And you get to decide here right away what feels better, palms face down or palms face up. So right away we're connecting and really honoring the practice of listening as we tune in. So does it feel better to have the hands down on the ground? Maybe feel more grounded. Maybe that's what I should do. Or are we ready to receive, opening the palms up towards the heavens? And sometimes I'll practice doing one and then the other, feeling both, kind of balancing the left and the right side of the body, the left and the right side of the brain. And once you make a choice, which is sometimes the hardest part, I'll invite you to rock your head gently. So you'll get a little massage on the back of the head, the atlas. You're going to rock the head all the way over towards the right. So your right ear is towards the ground. And then nice and easy, whether your palm was face down or palm face up, you're going to inhale, lift your left hand and start to draw a line with your nose down further towards the earth. Inhale in here. Exhale. And slowly release and come back to center. Now take it to the other side. Left ear towards the ground. Relaxing the shoulders, and when you're ready, start to lift the right hand up. We're going for an awareness in the right side of the neck, the shoulder. Take a deep breath in here, big breath in. Long breath out. Excellent, and come back to center. We're gonna repeat. Right ear over towards the right shoulder. And now with the breath, inhaling, lifting the left arm, reaching it up and out. And exhaling to bring it down, come back through center, left ear towards the left shoulder. Inhale to lift the right hand high. And exhale to slowly release it down. Excellent. Bring the head back to center, nice and easy. We're just going to take a second here to point the toes and then flex the foot. Excellent. And now reaching the fingertips up towards the sky, an opportunity here to take some wrist circles, open and close the palms, spread the fingertips wide. You can even interlace the fingertips here if you like. Continue to gently deepen your breath. And then when you're ready, inhale, send the fingertips up. Exhale, cross the right arm over the left and give yourself a hug here. Close your eyes again. Inhale, feel the expansion. And exhale, a softening. Your arms should literally move here. Inhale to expand, really breathing into all four sides of the torso. And exhaling to soften. Great, release once again. A little movement in the hands with the wrists, spreading the fingers. And then inhale, reach for the sky. Really feel your shoulder blades come off the earth this time. And then exhale, left arm over the right. Give yourself a big hug here. So you can really get your fingertips down in there. Hey-yo, first hey-yo of the live stream. And then take a second here. This is important to close your eyes or soften your gaze and really feel your own embrace. Inhaling, feeling that rise of the breath. And exhaling, noticing the fall with the breath. One more time, big inhale here. And exhale. Lovely. Go ahead and send the fingertips back up towards the sky. This time we're going to take the thumbs all the way back. Send the fingertips all the way up and overhead. Now bring your legs into it. Let's start to connect. We're going to press the heels forward. Lift the toes up towards the sky. Bring your heels in line with your knees and your thigh bones and your hips as if you were standing in mountain pose. So really engage with the quads. Now check it out. Here we are. We're going to take a nice big stretch. If you need to yawn or laugh or open and close the jaw, please do. I'm going to take a second here to just notice a small movement in the pelvis and how that connects you to your abs. Just play, and if you're like, I don't know, it's okay. The practice that we show up for is one of self-inquiry and self-study. So if you're worried about doing things right or wrong, try to soften that worry and just pay attention to creating an experience, to bringing a curiosity to this experience. Okay, you can keep the feet active, but you can let go of the pelvis tilt. Hopefully you found a little connection to your abdominal wall there. And on your next inhale, we're going to open the palms wide. Peek at me if you need to, as if you were holding a big beach ball up and overhead. Good, breathe in. Breathe out, bring the palms to kiss together up and overhead. Again, inhale, spread the fingertips, feel expansion. And then exhale, palms come together in prayer up and over the head. One more time, big inhale, expand. Exhale, palms come together. Good, now inhale, expand, and this time stay there. Again, you can imagine holding a big physio ball or a big beach ball up and over your head, and you're just gonna lift the right heel, just the right heel, lift the right toes. And see if you can feel your lower abdominals turn on. Maybe your hip flexors a little cranky there, so breathe deep, press into your heel. Good, and then slowly lower. Stay where you are in the upper body, and here we go. Maybe hugging the low ribs in for a little more core support. We're gonna lift the left heel up, left toes up towards the sky. Breathing deep here. Good, and then slowly lowering that heel. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Point the toes now, spread the fingertips, full body stretch. And exhale to slowly bring it all in. Hug the knees slowly up towards the chest. Wrap your arms around the shins. Tuck your chin so the back of your neck doesn't get locked. And we're gonna give ourselves another hug here, a little love for the low back. So scoop your tailbone up, feel your low back become flush with the yoga mat, and find what feels good here. You can rock a little side to side. You can take the palms to the kneecaps to draw circles one way and then the other. If you feel like your shoulders have kind of crept up towards thine earlobes, walk it down. Walk your shoulder blades down, create space. Maybe another moment here to rotate the ankles or point and flex the feet. All right, and then we're gonna send the left leg out and keep the right knee in. So your choice, you can keep the left heel on the ground, or if you want a little more core fire, if we want us to start to heat it up right away, we're gonna lift that leg. So lift the left heel or keep it on the ground, your choice. Nice and easy, inhale in. Exhale, peel your nose up towards your knee. Okay, stay here. Again, left heel on the ground or lifted. And we're gonna switch. Left knee comes in, right heel goes out. Again, right heel on the earth or lifted. And then switch. Keep breathing and switch. And now finally, on your own. Moving with the breath, alternating, connecting with your center, keeping the shoulders relaxed, keeping the skin of the face soft. Benji just cannot be bothered. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood for Benji. All right, even it out. One more on each side. Hopefully you're feeling this in your belly. Sweet, and then from here, check it out. We're gonna bring the head, neck, and shoulders back down. We're gonna bring the hands to the backs of the thighs. You can cross the ankles if you like. We're gonna start to rock and roll up and down the length of the spine. You can rock once or twice or 3 times. Try not to sing already. And eventually we'll come up to a nice comfortable seat. So get as comfortable as you can. It might still require you to have, oh, Benji. And tell everyone. So come into your comfortable seat. We don't do a lot of edits for the Yoga with Adriene videos, but the number one thing hold on, hold that thought. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you this since we're in a nice place to tell you. So the number one thing that we stop for normally in a Yoga with Adriene video, this just became like a behind the scenes video. We don't do a lot of editing for the videos, actually. I've been doing this a long time and I kind of prepare in a way that I can really be in the moment. So it really is us practicing together. The number one thing that we stop for, and which would lead to the number one reason for editing, is audio. So it's kind of on par. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this wire be a little loose and you guys let me know if that's a mistake or if I need to make any more adjustments. So let's come to Sukhasana here. You're probably already there. I swear, I swear, I swear. If you're still here with me, I love you, and let's keep going. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Take a second here to close your eyes and once again, deepen your breath. Tuck your chin slightly. And we're going to turn the palms face up here in Sukhasana. May we receive the gifts of this practice and of our commitment to showing up and being here together no matter the circumstances. May we always be open to receiving those gifts. Again, that's what I love about this community is you can always log on and practice with someone. You're never alone. So the plan again was always to do this, but I think it's going to be particularly beneficial now. So we're going to just do a little pranayama practice to slow down the breath and really to slow everything down. So you're going to inhale for 4. At the top, you'll pause for a 2 count, and then we will exhale together for 6. Close your eyes. Please use the sound of my voice to allow it to guide you, and thank you for letting me guide you today. You can also just gaze softly down past your nose if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes completely. Find a soft tuck of the chin, a little reverent bow, head to heart, as you feel the back of the neck lengthen. Again, palms are face up for this pranayama. Opening. Open mind, open heart, ready to receive. Here we go. Inhaling for 4. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing at the top for 2, 1. And exhaling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. And exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing into the belly. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. And exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly draw the palms together, Anjali mudra at the heart. Bow your head to your hands, to your heart. I dedicate this practice to all of you. And this morning I did a practice in which I dedicated it to the children of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Take this opportunity now to listen to the sound of your breath. Inhale lots of love in. Exhale lots of love out. And if you like, I invite you to set an intention and dedicate this practice to someone or something. Inhale lots of love in. Exhale lots of love out. Just slowly open the eyes, lift the chin, release the hands. We're going to come forward onto all fours. Take your time, move nice and slow. Slow it down. So you can take your intention and your dedication with you. Continue. What's up, creaky old floor? Well, thank God you're here. Okay. Wrists underneath the shoulders, spread the fingertips wide, knees underneath the hips. Okay, nice and slow. Inhale, drop the belly into cow pose. As you do this, feel this connection in your shoulders as you rotate the upper arm bones externally so that your elbow creases are shining towards the front. If you feel super crunch in your low back, just walk your knees back just a bit and pause here in cow pose as you find your breath and notice where you can detect sensation. And then notice where there's like nothing happening. Maybe in the tops of the feet, maybe you can claw through the fingertips. Sweet, now let's flip it. So we inhale in here, expansion. Exhale, contraction, cat pose. When you get there, pause, continue to breathe, and same thing. Take a second to notice where you feel sensation. And then take a second to notice where there's not a lot happening, where there's a lack of sensation. And can we continue to bring our awareness to both? Bringing our awareness to the sensation and to the lack of sensation is what helps us create an experience, a present experience. Okay, here we go, finding a little flow. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, rounding through, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, rounding through. One more, inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, rounding through. Excellent. Inhale, come back to tabletop position, nice and easy. We're going to drop the elbows where the hands were. Keep the palms pressing firmly into the earth. And if you can, try to keep your forearms parallel like two railroad tracks. Cool. Now walk the knees back. Keep them in line as well. We're going to send the tailbone up towards the sky as we start to open up through the chest and the heart space in Anahata Asana, heart to earth pose or puppy posture. So the forehead starts to melt towards the ground. We keep nice firm connection through the fingertips. And we start to breathe deep, feeling that expansion in the rib cage as you breathe in and the softening as you breathe out. It should feel nice for your back body. Keep a nice awareness in the tops of the feet here, right? Trying to think of the body as one moving part. A uniting philosophy here, so not a bunch of disjointed parts, but one moving part. One moving part. One moving part. I was trying to sound Irish. Okay. Imagine now you're a little kitty cat, and so you're going to start moving from your nose here. You're going to imagine pushing a little ball of yarn forward, so that's where it initiates. Then my center gets involved. I start to hug my navel in and up as I slide all the way through to the belly. You can walk the toes back, elbows underneath the shoulders, press into the tops of the feet, press into your pubic bone here. So really find your foundation here in Sphinx pose. Now dig into the elbows, draw your shoulder blades together as if you were trying to pinch a pencil between your two shoulder blades. No need to crunch the neck here now or ever. So keep it nice and long by tucking the chin. Good, inhale in, feel the rib cage expand. Exhale, draw your chin to your chest, just like you do in cat pose. Great. Inhale, carve a line with the nose, look forward, careful not to crunch the back of the neck. And exhale, repeat, hugging the low ribs in. So we're playing with this expansion and contraction, this up and down, this masculine, this feminine, this sun and moon. Happy solstice. Inhaling, belly gets long, like Benji's long, sweet puppy belly. And exhaling, we draw the navel in towards the spine. Excellent. Inhale, this is the last one. Look forward. This time on your exhale, curl your toes under. We're going to go through the same journey, but on this one, we might dig into the elbows, send the heels back, and lift the knees and the hips up for a forearm plank. We're here for 3. Send your gaze straight down. You got this. 2, 1, and slowly lower. Awesome. Drag the hands now underneath the shoulders. We're going to use that hand to earth connection to mindfully press all the way up, back to all fours. Good. Bump your hips to the left. Send your gaze over towards your right toes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to center. Bump the hips to the right. Send your gaze past your left shoulder. Look at your left toes. What's up? Toes. And then slowly bring it back. Excellent. Walk the palms forward. Mindful, beautiful, loving placement of the hands on the earth. Upper arm bones, again, externally rotated. Here we go. This one's for you, Benji. 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 Curl the toes under. Breathe in. And exhale, peeling the tailbone up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. So see if you can aim to find a little bit of stretch. We want to kind of get the feet feeling somewhat malleable each time we work in this posture. And it's okay if your heels don't come down to the ground. They will get closer and maybe even eventually to the ground, who knows. But don't focus on that action as much as working to create stretch and become more malleable in the foot and the ankle. Pedaling it out. Remembering to breathe deep. If you're holding in the neck or the shoulders here, try to soften. All right. One more breath cycle here, and then we're going to find stillness. You can turn the big toes in slightly. If you need to come to puppy posture here, we've already been there, so you know you can sub this pose for downward facing dog. Go the puppy version. It's pretty cute. Find stillness here, just letting the blood flow. In opposite direction, pressing into the fingertips. Inhale in deeply and exhale to bend the knees. Excellent. Baby steps to the top of your mat, nice and slow. You can crisscross your feet to feel a nice stretch through the Achilles, the calf, even the IT band. We're going to meet at the top of the mat, feet hip width apart, toes pointing forward. If you want to bring the feet flush together right away, be my guest, just nice mindful footing. Great, then everyone bend your knees generously so you can really feel your belly come closer towards, it's okay if it doesn't make it, the tops of the thighs. Oh, Benji's so cute. And then shake the head a little yes and no after looking at Benji, and now we can come back into focus. Story of my life. And look, dudes, we're gonna use this Uttanasana here to let go of the day thus far. Whatever happened, and to politely, respectfully put the to-do list, even if you have to step out of this practice early, let's give our thinking minds a break and use this next beat to really be present with what is. Use your breath. Standing forward fold, so good for calming the nervous system. Start to bring more awareness to your feet. Root through all four corners. Bend your knees even more. We might start to feel a little burn in the legs. Tuck your chin to your chest, and we're going to slowly roll it up nice and slow. Fingertips can sweetly trace the shin bones, the kneecaps. Keep digging into the feet. You might even feel as if you were trying to tear your mat in half, right down the middle. So the legs are active. I'm tracing a line up through my thigh bone, my hips, and eventually I'll lift my head, do a little hair toss, check my nails, and lift the heart. Mountain pose. And just feel a potential shift in energy here, blood flow as we move from a standing forward fold to mountain. Let your fingertips emulate the tips of the mountain. Use your imagination. There's nothing more powerful in yoga for me than engaging your creative energy. Imagine the tip of your head, the crown of your head is the top of the mountain. Strong legs here. Find your center. Excellent. Now we're gonna lead with the thumbs. So fingertips go forward, thumbs come up and back as we come into volcano pose. And right away, inhale, find that big beach ball up and overhead, expand with the breath in, and exhale, strong legs, palms are gonna just kiss together once again. Just like we did on our backs. Inhale to expand. And exhale, palms kiss together. So marrying the action to the breath to the action. Inhale, expand. And exhale, palms kiss together. Jai Namaste. One more time, big inhale to expand. Exhale, palms kiss together. This time, inhale to expand. Maybe you look up towards the sky. Exhale, palms kiss together. I'm going to slice right down the middle, all the way down into a forward fold. Beautiful. On your next breath in, slide the palms up past the ankles, past the shins. As they pass your kneecaps, lift your kneecaps to engage the legs more, all the way to the tops of the thighs, and eventually the thumbs are going to hook in the hip creases as you pull your elbows back like little grasshopper legs and send your gaze straight down. Long, beautiful neck here. So it should feel like you're creating the number 7, like a shape. It doesn't have to look like that, but just should feel like that. Squeeze those elbows in, dig into the heels, soft bend in the knees. Inhale and exhale to let that experiment go. Awesome. Root to rise here. Inhale, big expansion, big beach ball up and overhead. And exhale, palms kiss together, and we bring it right back down to center, mountain pose. All right, let's giddy up. Fingertips are gonna go down to come up. Here we go, big breath in. Exhale, palms kiss together, and we slice it right down. Benji's dreaming, he's walking. He went paddleboarding for the first time, maybe that's where he is at. Inhale, halfway lift. Keep it nice and tall, I suggest here, so you can start to find length instead of crunching the neck here. And then exhale to soften and bow. All right, bend the knees, plant the hands. We're gonna step just the left foot back, lower the left knee. Front knee is over the front ankle. Creaky old floors in the house. We're gonna squeeze the inner thighs to the midline, connecting to that root chakra. That's so important. Lifting from the pelvic floor. We're gonna bring the palms together and we're gonna rise up. Pull the right hip crease back. Back toes can be uncurled or curled, yogi's choice. We are gonna have the option to lift up in a second, so you might wanna keep them curled if you wanna take it one step further. Lift your sternum up to your thumbs. Get the neck nice and long. Now find that expansive breath. Think about the arms going big and small. Big inhale, big exhale. Now stay here, my darling friend, or if you want, squeeze the inner thighs together, inhale in, use your exhale to contract the navel in as you slowly lift the back knee up and send that left heel back towards the back edge of your mat. Awesome. Whether the back knee is lifted or lowered, we're gonna inhale, drop the fingertips down to come up, reach for the sky, big breath in, and then exhale, your breath out is what takes you all the way back down. Back knee to the earth, fingertips to the mat. Then we'll pull the right hip crease back for a little counter stretch. Flex your right toes towards your face. Inhale, lots of love in here. Exhale, lots of love out as you come all the way through back to your lunge. Left hand comes to the earth in line with the arch of your right foot. Keep pulling the right hip crease back as you inhale. Reach the right fingertips all the way towards the sky. Draw your shoulder blades together and down the back body. Option to lift the back knee here. Totally optional. Wherever you are, inhale, wiggle the right fingertips. And then exhale, slowly bring it all the way back down. Plant the palms, check it out. We're gonna lift the back knees, step the right toes back to plank. You can lower the knees here for a half plank. Fingertips are spread wide. Send your gaze straight down. Hug the low ribs in, strong core. Think cat pose here. So my shoulder blades aren't collapsing. I'm lifting up through my upper back body for 3, 2, on the 1, shift forward and slowly lower all the way to the belly. Here we go, cobra pose, bhujangasana. Inhale to lift up and exhale to soften and fold. Curl the toes under, your choice. You can press up to all fours here or press up to plank. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in and then use your exhale to peel it up, downward facing dog. Awesome. Take a deep breath in here. And this time, exhale out through the mouth. Lovely. Here we go. Stepping the right foot all the way up, lowering the back knee. Nice and easy. Draw the shoulders down, down, down. Excellent. Bring the palms together. We'll slowly rise up. Lift the sternum to the thumb. Squeeze the inner thighs to the midline. Breathing deep. Pressing into all four corners of that front foot. In particular, the ball joint of your big toe. So really use that to ground down. Squeeze the inner thighs in towards the midline. So we're working from kind of being here to slowly, slowly drawing the shoulder blades and lifting the heart up. Excellent. Stay here, breathing deep, or inhale in. Exhale like a rocket. Use this connection to your core to slowly lift your center up, lifting the back knee, sending that right heel towards the back edge of the mat. Excellent. With the back knee lowered or lifted, we're going to drop the fingertips down to come up. Everyone, big inhale to reach for the sky. And then exhale to slowly melt it down. Back knee comes to the earth. Here we go. Pull the left hip crease back. Runner's stretch. Slight bend in that left knee. Flex your left toes towards your face. Breathing deep here. And now rolling through the left foot. Nice and slow. Right hand comes to the earth. Here we go. Big twist. Inhale. Left fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Back knee can stay where it's at, or we can lift it up just a bit here. Again, pressing into the ball joint of that front big toe. Oh, Benji just did namaste. He's gonna save the day. Inhale in, wiggle the left fingertips, and then exhale to bring it all the way back down. Plant the palms. Here we go. Stepping it back to plank or half plank. We're here for 1, I love you. 2, I love you. 3, I love you. All the way to the belly, or now chaturanga. So we're gonna go to cobra or upward facing dog. Use your breath to open your heart. And then use your breath out to slowly bring it back. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Awesome. Inhale in here and exhale, sigh it out. Make a little sound. Good. Bend the knees. Inhale, carve a line with your nose to look forward. And exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. You can do baby steps, you can do ragdoll, or you can hop. Feet hip width apart again, or now flush together. Your choice, just nice conscious footing. Forward fold. Inhale lifts you up halfway. You can play around here. Each one is new. Just like each new live stream link broadcast is new. And then exhale, soften and fold. All right, we're doing great. Bend the knees. We're gonna root down through the feet to come up strong. Here we go. Big inhale. We reach all the way up. Find that expansion. Big, big, big arms. And then exhale all the way back down right away. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Try to find a nice long neck here. And then exhale to soften and fold. Beautiful. Step the left foot back. Back knee is going to stay lifted this time. You know you can always lower it. We've been there. Here we go. High lunge. Inhale, sweeping the arms forward, up and back. Big breath in. And big breath out to bring it all the way back down. Beautiful. Right into your plank. Plant the palms. Step the right foot back. Plank or half plank. Great. Inhale to look forward. Shift forward. Belly to cobra or chaturanga to upward facing dog. Oh, Benji, my boy, I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Nice cleansing breath out. Awesome. Go ahead and step the right foot all the way up. Back knee lifted this time for high lunge. You can always lower it. You know the ground is there for you. Here we go. Big breath, big stretch. Strong legs, reaching fingertips up towards the sky as you breathe in. Find that expansion. And then balance it out. Find that contraction. Navel draws in. So active in the belly as you bring it all the way back down. Great. Step the step the left foot back. Here we go. Plank pose. 1, I love you. 2, I love you. 3, I love you. And vinyasa. Belly to cobra. or chaturanga to upward facing dog. Benji's paws smell like Fritos. I'll meet you in downward dog. Inhale in deeply and exhale completely. Awesome. Listen carefully. From here, anchor the left heel down and inhale, lift the right leg high, three-legged dog. On an exhale, shift forward, hug your right knee in all the way up towards your heart space, gaze straight down. Good. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, upper body is in plank. Good. Inhale, kick it up. One more, you got this. Cross it over, right knee to left elbow, upper body's in plank, gaze straight down, strong arms. Good. Inhale, kick it up. You're doing great. Exhale, step it all the way up into your lunge. Pivot on the back foot. Here we go. Warrior two. What's up? Leading with the left arm. Taking up some space here. Front knee over front ankle. Again, thinking of the body as one moving part. So building it from the ground up. And then embodying the pose with your breath, finding those connections versus just doing the posture. That's kind of a really lovely thing that we get to play with, particularly in a home practice when we have a little bit of time to be an individual. All right, keep the front knee bent, strong legs, right fingertips reach forward, up and back. Peaceful warrior, inhale in, exhale, cartwheel it all the way back down. We're gonna go back into that lunge we did before, twist we did before. And it's a lunge, left hand to the earth, right fingertips to the ground. Big inhale, and then exhale all the way back down to your lunge. Step the right toes back. You can go straight to downward dog here, or choose a little vinyasa, moving with your breath. In down dog, take a big inhale in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Anchor the right heel and inhale, lift the left leg up high. Here we go. Ready? Giddy up. We're gonna shift it forward nice and slow, so slow it down. Left knee squeezes into the heart space, gaze is straight down, long neck, strong shoulders, strong arms. Good, inhale, kick it up, anchor through the right heel. Exhale, left knee all the way up and over to the left elbow. Good, kick it up. One more, you got this. Cross it over, strong core. Here we go. Left knee kisses right elbow. And then all the way back up. Awesome. Here we go, stepping it all the way through, nice and light. And when you're ready, pivoting on the back foot and opening up warrior two to your right. Take your time, there's no rush. Back toes are turned in. Again, front knee over front ankle. Take a second. Building it from the ground up. Find your breath. Beautiful. Now let's flip it. Left fingertips reach forward, up and back. Front knee stays bent. We're pressing into the outer edge of that right foot. Take up space here. Peaceful warrior. Inhale in. And then exhale. Hold onto your center as you cartwheel all the way back to the lunge. Moving into a twist, back knee lowered or lifted. Here we go. Inhale, left fingertips to the sky. Breathe in. And exhale, slowly bringing it back. All right, vinyasa here. Step it back. You can also skip this. Maybe taking it straight to downward facing dog. That's where we'll meet. Hips up high. Bend the knees. Upper arm bones externally rotated. Neck is not clenched or being held. You can shake the head a little yes, a little no. Then you can start to straighten the legs again. Find stillness as you inhale lots of love in. And exhale lots of love out. Awesome. Slowly bring the knees to the earth. Big toes to touch. Walk the knees as wide as your yoga mat. Send your hips back. Extended child's pose. You can decide what feels best. Active arms reaching forward. Or maybe you drop the elbows and bring the palms together in prayer. And then bring them behind the back of the head, the neck. Creating a little shark fin here. Close your eyes. And return to your breath. I love the Hatha Yoga practice because it really gives us an opportunity to embrace
all of it. Find what feels good. Doesn't mean feel good all the time. That's not realistic nor possible. But it's a sincere invitation to stick with it, to stay curious, to keep paying attention and growing your awareness of both the ha and the tha, the sun and the moon, the light and the dark. Inhale. Exhale to slowly bring the hands back to the earth. Carve a line with your nose to look forward, and then slowly bring it all the way back up to all fours. Walk the knees underneath the hip points. When you're ready, take a deep breath in and then exhale. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Bend the knees generously, bring the belly towards the tops of the thighs. Really lift up from your hip creases here. Then carve a line with your nose, look forward, inhale, and exhale, make your way to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long beautiful neck. And exhale to soften and bow. Great, bring your thumbs to the hip creases now here. Bend your knees, send your hips back, way back. Beautiful, way, way, way back. Here we go, fingertips go down to come up. So a little bit of fire, a little bit of sun. You can lift the toes. We're coming into chair pose. Everyone's favorite. Send the hips back. So instead of reaching the arms up, really send them out here to start. Getting your center back in space. Finding your focus. Waking up the whole thing. And then maybe we start to lift the thumbs a little more, sink a little deeper. Maybe you've met your appropriate edge, so you're breathing right where you are, or maybe we lift the arms a little more and sink a little deeper. Good, inhale in, everyone expand. Imagine you have a big ball between your hands and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then exhale, bring the palms together, just like we've been doing. All the way back, thumbs to sternum or sternum to thumbs. And then here we go. Right elbow is gonna come around to the outer edge of the left thigh. Big twist here. Sending the hips back. Inhale in. Exhale to come back to center. Try to keep your knees bent. Building strength here, we got this. A little heat. Take it to the other side. Outer edge of the left elbow comes to the outer edge of the right knee. Welcome a little heat, a little sweat. We got this. Inhale, breathe into your belly. Big twist, looking past your right shoulder. Sweet, and now slowly back to center, straighten the legs, release the fingertips to the earth or towards the earth, and Uttanasana, forward fold. Awesome, again, inhale, halfway lift. Nice, long, beautiful neck, and exhale to soften and bow. Root to rise here, spread the fingertips in celebration of us together here on World Yoga Day. Big breath, send that big globe all the way up towards the sky. And then exhale, we bring it all back in. Back home. Close your eyes. Observe your breath. Beautiful. From here, try to stay focused. We're gonna move into a standing balancing posture, and we'll bring it down to the ground to cool down and sign off. So try to stay focused here. See if you can elongate your inhales and your exhalations. We're going to slowly bring the hands to the waistline. Plant awareness throughout all four corners of that right foot. If you're not familiar with 4-part equal standing or Samasthitihi, there's a Yoga with Adriene video on that. You can check it out. Soft bend in the knees here. You're going to slide the left toes back. Again, staying strong and connected in this front foot. I'm going to come to the center, but you can stay where you are. All right. Oh, Benji. So sweet. Here we go. Inhale. We're going to find soft bend in the knees here. Open up. Big expansion. Exhale. Palms come together. Draw your navel in. We're going to start to bring the thumbs back to the sternum just like we have been doing. And we're going to start to lean forward. And maybe the toes stay on the ground or maybe they start to lift off. Benji, he has a boo-boo. So warrior three, sending your gaze down. Imagine you're looking into a pond, you're seeing your reflection, but then you're seeing all the reflections of all the people who logged onto this live stream today, because in fact, we are one. Dial your left toes down, and if you want to take the fingertips forward, big beach ball up and overhead, maybe we play here. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in, and then exhale to slowly reel it all back, using that exhale, that contraction, to bring it back to center. Mountain pose. All right, whatever happened, we say thank you, and we move to the next side. Hi, Benji. Are you awake now? Excelente. Spreading awareness through the left foot now, so really, really starting there, nice and slow. And then when you're ready, hands to the waistline. We'll slide the right toes back. Hands to the waistline at first is good, so you can really start to build it from the ground up. And then we'll lift up from the pelvic floor. When you're ready, palms come together, anjali mudra, and we start to slowly soft bend in the knees, lean forward. If you wanted to find an expansion before that, you could, sorry. But here we go, moving into your warrior three. So you can keep your back toes on the ground and work on this posture, work on where the hips are in their socket. Breathing, nice slow inhalations, slow exhalations, maybe taking the fingertips forward or even back, taking a variation that rocks your world today. And remember, the invitation was to definitely come as you are, so it's all good. Be kind. And wherever you are, go ahead and take one more deep breath in, and then use your exhale to reel it back to mountain. Even if you fell, you know we're always here to catch you. And we start again, back to one, mountain pose. Good, drop the fingertips down to come up. Inhale, big breath, big stretch, catch a wave here. Exhale, wiggle the fingertips, rain it down this time. Good, inhale, halfway lift. This time send the fingertips back, palms face down, airplane arms. And then exhale to let it all go. Good, bend the knees, plant the palms, step or hop it back to plank. Last call for vinyasa, take it or leave it here. Downward facing dog. Excellent. In down dog, we're going to plant through the left palm, bring the right hand to the heart center. Just challenging ourselves here. Good, and then bringing the right hand to the earth. Slowly bring the left hand to your heart center. And then slowly releasing both. We're going to just come up over a little hurdle here. So draw the lower belly in. And then draw the navel to the spine. Hug the lower ribs in and slowly slide your way into our final plank pose. We're here for 1, I love you. 2, I love you. 3, I really do love you. And on the 4, slowly bring your knees to the earth. Swing the legs to one side. Start to come through to a seat. Send your legs out in front. Dandasana. One of my favorites, stick pose or staff pose. Send the toes up towards the sky. Bring your fingertips down slowly outside of your hips. If the palms come to the earth, wonderful. If not, fingertips. We want to draw the shoulder blades together, melt them down the back body. Strong legs here. Like you can sit up tall without the nice support of your fingertips. Maybe bring the palms together at the heart. Now close your eyes. Make a wish and blow out the candlelight. For tonight is just the night we're gonna celebrate. All right, just taking a second to cool down. Sorry about that. Can't edit that out. And once again, if you really can take away any little dance from this practice today, it would be finding a sense of unity or wholeness in the dance of the expansion and the contraction. So here we go again. we use the asana practice to kind of play with that, to show us. We inhale, open the palms, core is engaged here, open, open, open. Big beach ball is the expansion. You have to use the breath though, so breathe in and then exhale to slowly bring the palms together, bend your knees, and we're gonna come into forward fold. Once your head starts to melt here, you can take your hands to the outer edges of the legs, the calves, the shins, maybe to the ankles, or even to the feet. Also an option to take your index finger, your middle finger, and your thumb and hook it around your big toe here. We're here for 3 cycles of breath, in and out, in and out, in and out. Coming into your own private little love cave here at the end of our practice. Feeling the skin of the back body stretch as you breathe in and soften as you breathe out. Relax the weight of your head over for this last breath. Soften the skin of the face. Maybe even part the lips. Surrender. And then stay focused here. Stay with the sensation as you slowly keep breathing and unravel. Nice. We're going to bend one knee, then the other. It's one of my favorite all-time yoga poses. We're going to hook the elbows on the knees. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in. Expansion. And then exhale, chin to chest. Just relax the weight of your head over. Breathing here again. 3 breaths, nice and slow. So going inward and remembering that the breath always comes first. And that this tool for playing with expansion and contraction, this idea of what goes up must come down, a real practice for helping you ride the wave, which I feel is super important that we acknowledge right now. Remember that the breath always comes first. Okay. Let's release. Let's come on back down to the ground. We're not going to do a full-on Shavasana here because of the live stream, but I do want to come here for a second. So go ahead and come all the way to your back. We're going to do a bridge pose here. So draw the heels up towards the hips, knees up towards the sky, toes are pointing forward. And just keep it nice and gentle here. Inhale, we're going to slowly send the shins forward, lift the hips. If you want to take the bind, you can. Interlacing the fingertips, drawing the shoulder blades together. We're just doing one of these, so strong footing, big breath. Lift the chest up towards the chin and lift the chin up towards the sky. Good, and then slowly release. Walk the feet together, soles of the feet together, and send the knees out wide. Return the left hand to the heart space, right hand to the belly. A little hip opener here, nice passive hip opener. If it's too much, you can just do one leg at a time by extending one leg and then taking the time to switch and balance it out. Close your eyes here, take a deep breath in. And now use this exhale to choose. What do you want to choose? So often at the end of practice, we will invite each other to finish that sentence. I choose. And if you're feeling shy about that, that's okay. But maybe do it anyway. I choose. And then you finish that sentence. And inhale lots of love in. We're going to bring the palms together. Then we're going to interlace the fingers and you're going to bring them behind the head. So now your arms and your legs are mirroring each other, extend your thumbs and start to give yourself a nice massage here at the top of the neck, the base of the head. I've been doing a lot of work around this area of my body in my own practice and with my work with Sumer, my coach, who is on the Find What Feels Good membership if you're interested. I love that I get an opportunity to continue my education and work with my own body in that process with him. So check him out. He's amazing. Okay, here we go. Big breath in. Exhale to release the arms first. Bring the fingertips to the outer edges of the legs. Bring the knees together. You can walk the feet now as wide as your yoga mat. Find internal rotation of the hips. Breathing deep here. Start to open your eyes. Notice how you feel. And then extend the legs long. Open the palms up towards the sky. Now close your eyes here in corpse pose and just see how quickly you can surrender, relaxing the weight of your body fully and completely into the earth. And let your next breath be a breath of gratitude for yourself for showing up. Not just today, but all the days that you come to your mat to be with yourself, to know yourself and to care for yourself. Now send some love and gratitude out to all the people who are showing up to do the same, taking care of themselves, continuing to stay curious and want to know themselves. For I truly believe it is through these types of practices that we better equip ourselves to serve others, to be there for our loved ones in the best way possible, and to show up for the world, to find our meaningful contribution each day, no matter if it is big or small. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, hug the knees back up into the chest. We'll slide the hands to the backs of the thighs to do the rock and roll up. Or if it's kind of late in the day or you're just feeling soft and easy in your body, maybe turn to one side, any side, and use your hands to slowly press back up. We will come to a nice, comfortable seat. And on your next breath in, squeeze the shoulders up to the earlobes and exhale, drop them down, bring the palms together. I would like to thank you for being here. Whether you're here for me or for you, or let's face it, I'm starting to realize many people show up for Benji. I was just leading to that joke. Okay, but thank you so much for being here. I'd also like to thank YouTube for supporting this live stream and the team at St. Jude. If you'd like to learn more about St. Jude, you can do that by clicking the link in the bio. We have the donation button set for you to donate $1 or more to support them. And there's also an external link in the video description where you can contribute as well if that donation button doesn't work based on the country you live in. Take a time to look at the super chat if you haven't already and realize how connected we all are through this practice. And let's take some time later on today or maybe later on this week to contemplate what that means and what that could mean for us to have something like yoga in this community that brings us together despite our differences, a meeting place, this safe space where we can come together with whatever we've got going on and be honest
I'd also like to thank my team, the Yoga with Adriene Find What Feels Good team. I love the people that I get to work with, and if you have been in the community for a while, you probably know that they are incredibly special and remarkable. And finally, my partner from day one with this project. We never thought it would grow to be what it is, and this is really special because we're here today, so it's kind of a full circle moment. He's behind the camera and I'm here just like on day one when there was no one but the two of us kind of showing up for practice. There's much more than two of us now, and I want you to know you always have a place here in this family, and we really appreciate you sharing this practice with your families and extended families and your communities. Let's keep that loving ripple effect going, and thank you for your patience today. I love you guys. Let's take one final deep breath in as a global community, a kula. Here we go. Ready? Inhale lots of love in. And exhale lots of love out. We bow the head to the heart and we whisper, Namaste. Thanks everyone. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please let us know how you're feeling in the super chat. And if you have the means, we'd love for you to donate to St. Jude. If not, no worries. Thank you so much for being here. Take care.